SCP-9223 Acquisition Log. Dr. Elias Morgan, Field Researcher, Site Redacted. Date, August 17th, 2024. This reports came from an undisclosed location in Texas, specifically downtown near an undisclosed street. An internet cafe known as something that will remain undisclosed until further discretion. Witnesses described a young male with crimson hair and golden crossed pupil eyes, standing barely 5 feet tall, dominating the back corner. He sat surrounded by women who shall remain anonymous until further notice. In a clutter of empty whiskey bottles, his attention fixed on an old PC where he chain-played retro video games. When he wasn't gaming, he flirted, mumbled something about sinning. Manager shrugged it off, claiming the guy boosted business. By the second day, he was chatting with a farmer at the counter. Witnesses said he apparently handed over a sack of beans, something about Stardew. Told the farmer they'd grow like a speedrun if planted properly. The farmer, a naive man, full name Hank, then took them to his land in an undisclosed county. Within 24 hours, coffee plants shot up to full maturity. The roots split the soil and the beans glowed faintly green, caught on foundation satellites. It was at that moment we knew we had anomalies. Hank sold a batch at the local market before he arrived. Soon after, locals reported hallucinations of pixelated livestock and 8-bit rain clouds. We seized the plants, administered amnestics to the town, and traced the anomaly back to the cafe. I led the recovery team myself and entered an undisclosed location at 0200 hours on August. The place stank of cheap whiskey and burnt circuits. He was still there. SCP-9223, mid-game, with 3 girls draped over him like he was a celebrity, sending them into this site for cognitive tests. He didn't react when we burst in, just stared at his game. When we asked, he came willing with us, mumbling random numbers, pending investigation under his breath. By 0230, we had 9223 secured in a standard humanoid transport crate. The farmer's crops were burnt. The soil remains under quarantine. My initial take is a wild card, an empty load of smog, far too at ease with his abilities. While we cuffed him, he called himself Game Master and laughed when I asked his name. He said sinners don't get origins. They can only die over and over, then respawn. I'm not convinced. He's hiding something, and those beans were just a preview. I suggest immediate containment and a site evaluation, including one for my team. This one's going to cause problems.